Have you found yourself drifting away from friends, feeling alone even in a crowded room, or craving solitude more than ever before? It might feel unsettling, but it's not just a phase. It's a powerful sign of something bigger happening beneath the surface. What if I told you that this period of isolation is part of a spiritual awakening, one that is not only guiding you toward deeper self-discovery, but also aligning you with your true path? In today's video, we're diving deep into the real reason why you don't have friends right now. And spoiler alert, it's not because of anything you've done wrong. So if you've been feeling alone, misunderstood, or disconnected from the people around you, stay tuned. You'll discover the hidden purpose behind this solitude and why it's a powerful and necessary part of your spiritual awakening. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring a topic that many people experience, but few understand. The connection between spiritual awakening and isolation. If you've ever wondered why you suddenly feel the need to distance yourself from others, or why your friendships have seemingly fallen apart, you're in the right place. This video is for those of you who feel like you're in a season of solitude, but don't know why. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a clearer understanding of the spiritual awakening symptoms that are causing this isolation, but you'll also learn how to embrace it as part of your journey. We'll cover everything from heightened sensitivity to energetic shifts, and even how this solitude is setting you up for deeper growth. So get comfortable, because we're about to unravel the mystery behind why you feel so alone right now, and how it's actually a blessing in disguise. 1. Isolation and spiritual awakening. First things first, why does isolation occur during a spiritual awakening? Isolation often happens as a natural consequence of your soul's evolution. It's not something you choose. It's more like something the universe orchestrates for you. When you start to awaken spiritually, your energy shifts to a higher vibration. You become more aware, more conscious, and more aligned with your true self. As this happens, the people and environments that used to feel familiar begin to feel foreign. Imagine walking into a room full of old friends. In the past, their jokes, energy, and conversations made you feel at home. But now, after your awakening, it feels like you're speaking a different language. Their energy doesn't align with yours anymore. You try to laugh at the same jokes, but something inside you has changed. You can't explain it, but the connection feels broken. This is the first sign that you're entering a new spiritual phase. One that may initially feel like isolation, but in reality, it's a necessary step toward your higher purpose. As your vibration rises, your soul begins to recognize what it needs for growth. And oftentimes, that means pulling away from the noise and distractions of everyday life. It's not that you don't want friends anymore. It's that you're now on a different wavelength, and this phase of isolation is essential for your transformation. 2. The phase of solitude for recalibration. Next, let's talk about the purpose of this isolation. Spiritual awakening isn't just about losing friends or feeling distant. It's about a profound recalibration of your mind, body, and soul. This period of solitude serves a greater purpose than most people realize. It's time for deep reflection, recalibration, and self-discovery. Think of it like a seed underground. In the darkness, it begins to grow roots before it ever breaks through the surface. That underground phase, the solitude, is crucial. Without it, the seed would never have the strength to sprout. In the same way, your time alone is helping you form the roots of your new spiritual foundation. During this period, you start questioning everything. Who am I? What do I truly value? What path do I want to walk on? These deep introspective questions can only be explored in solitude, away from the influence of others. It's like a spiritual detox, clearing out all the external noise so you can finally hear your own inner voice. And trust me, that voice has been waiting to guide you toward your true purpose. 3. Isolation is temporary, not permanent. Now, I want to reassure you, this isolation is not forever. So many people fear that once they step into this phase, they'll be stuck in loneliness for the rest of their lives. But that's not true. Isolation is a temporary state that serves a very specific purpose. It's not about becoming antisocial or cutting yourself off from the world. Instead, it's a necessary retreat to help you align internally so that you can later re-emerge stronger, more authentic and more connected to your spiritual self. Picture a butterfly in its chrysalis. Then to the outside world, it might seem like nothing is happening, just a quiet, motionless cocoon. But inside, a miraculous transformation is taking place. The same thing happens to you during this phase. It might look like isolation on the outside, but on the inside, you're transforming in ways you can't even fully comprehend yet. When the time is right, you'll emerge, and the friendships and connections you make afterward will be on a completely different, higher frequency. 4. Heightened sensitivity to energies. Another significant symptom of spiritual awakening is heightened sensitivity. This isn't just about emotions, it's about energies. As you awaken, your ability to sense energy around you, whether from people, places, or even objects, becomes amplified. You may suddenly find yourself feeling drained after spending time in crowded or chaotic environments, or you might feel overwhelmed by noise and activity that never used to bother you. Let's say you've always enjoyed going out with friends to busy restaurants. Suddenly, after your awakening, those same places feel like sensory overload. The noise is too loud, the energy too chaotic, and you find yourself longing for the peace and quiet of your own space. This isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. It's actually a sign that your spiritual senses are becoming more tuned. 5. Physical changes during spiritual awakening. Alongside emotional and energetic changes, many people going through a spiritual awakening experience physical symptoms. Your body, much like your soul, is adjusting to this new, higher frequency. Some common physical symptoms include changes in dietary preferences, sensitivity to certain foods, and even physical sensations like ringing in the ears or a heightened sensitivity to light. Imagine your body is like a car engine. Previously, you were running on regular fuel, but now you're being upgraded to a higher performance engine that requires premium fuel. Your body might crave healthier foods, less processed options, or even have an aversion to things you once enjoyed. It's all part of the energetic recalibration happening within you. Physical changes can feel uncomfortable, but they're signals from your body that it's adjusting to the new spiritual energy. Pay attention to these signals and honor your body's needs during this phase. 6. The challenge of energetically draining environments. As your sensitivity increases, environments that were once fine may now feel overwhelming or energetically draining. Crowded spaces, chaotic places, or even certain people can exhaust you in ways they never did before. You'll find yourself retreating into solitude, not because you're avoiding people, but because your soul requires it to recharge. Let's say you used to thrive in social gatherings. Now, after just an hour at a party, you feel completely depleted, like your energy has been sucked dry. It's not because you've suddenly become antisocial. It's because your energy field is more sensitive, and you need to protect it. This sensitivity teaches you the importance of boundaries and self-care. You'll start to prioritize your energy, choosing environments and people that uplift rather than drain you. 7. Separation from drama and chaos. As part of your awakening, you may also notice that drama and chaos, whether in friendships or environments, become intolerable. The more you awaken spiritually, the less patience you have for negativity or unnecessary conflict. You'll find yourself stepping back from individuals or situations that thrive on drama because they no longer align with your new state of consciousness. Remember the friends who used to thrive on gossip or stir up conflict. At one point, you may have even joined in, but now something inside you has shifted. You can't tolerate the negativity anymore. You feel a strong pull to distance yourself, not out of judgment, but because your spirit is seeking peace and higher vibrations. This separation isn't about being better than others. It's about aligning with what feels right for your soul. You'll naturally gravitate toward people and situations that reflect your inner peace and authenticity. 8. Solitude as self-care. While isolation can feel lonely, It's essential to recognize it as a form of deep self-care. Solitude allows you to recharge your energy, reflect on your journey, and nurture your soul. It's not about cutting yourself off from the world. It's about creating space for healing and growth. Instead of going out with friends on a Friday night, you might find yourself drawn to a quiet evening at home, reading, meditating, or journaling. This isn't loneliness. It's self-care. Your soul is craving time alone to process the spiritual upgrades you're experiencing. When you honor your need for solitude, you're giving yourself the time and space to grow into the person you're meant to become. You're nurturing your spiritual evolution in a way that no one else can. 9. New connections on a higher vibration. Here's the good news. Once you emerge from this period of solitude, you'll attract new friendships and connections that resonate with your higher vibration. The people who come into your life after your awakening will be aligned with your soul's purpose. These will be deeper, more authentic connections that uplift and inspire you. Think of it like cleaning out your closet. Once you get rid of the clothes that no longer fit or serve you, you make room for new, better-fitting items. The same goes for friendships. As you release old connections that no longer align with your energy, you create space for new ones that reflect your spiritual growth. These new connections will feel effortless, like you've known these people for lifetimes. You'll share similar values, interests, and spiritual beliefs, creating bonds that are far deeper than anything you've experienced before. 10. Embracing the journey. Lastly, it's essential to embrace this journey even when it feels difficult. Solitude, isolation, and the loss of old friendships are all part of your spiritual evolution. They're not signs that something is wrong with you. They're signs that you're growing, transforming, and stepping into your higher self. As challenging as this phase may be, trust that it's leading you to a place of greater fulfillment, peace, and purpose. You are on a journey of spiritual awakening, and the isolation you're feeling right now is part of the process. Embrace it, trust it, and know that when you come out on the other side, you'll be stronger, more aligned, and more connected to your true self than ever before. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it gave you some clarity and comfort if you've been feeling alone or disconnected lately. Remember, spiritual awakening is not an easy journey, but it's a transformative one. Solitude is part of the process, and it's leading you towards something greater. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone else who might need to hear this message. And always remember, you are never truly alone. The universe is guiding you every step of the way.